getting stuck here through you lot. All because you all took me serious. I hate people who can't take a joke.
You're the only man I know who makes jokes with a chainsaw.
Tell him, Emily. Tell him I like a joke.
Then laugh at this, Mr. Battersby. We're staying up here until this ridiculous project is abandoned.
Oh, yeah? Well, you might be in for a long wait. I bet you lot can sympathise with brass monkeys now.
Here, Auntie Em.
Oh,
Tea.
lovely. Oh!
Shame that. It might have warmed you up.
What time's your meeting in Birmingham?
Well, I said I'd be there late morning. You know what the M6 is like?
Oh, hardly. The nearest I get to a motorway is Rotherham Street.
Well, it's going to be Route 66 from now on our honeymoon.
Take care.
I will.
Right, we'll take your daddy's dinner, and then I'm going to walk you to school.
I don't know why you need to come. I can take it.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that your dad weren't stopping out all night with some woman.
He was. Emily Bishop. Are you wasting your time? She's still up a tree.
Out of a tree, more like.
So she's not come home then? Hey, Rita, have you seen Emily?
No.
I told you she's still up a tree.
What tree?
The ones that Les Battersby was going to take a chainsaw to. So to stop him, they all took to the trees.
Except you. You bottled out.
I'm not very good with heights.
Oh, but you let a pensioner take your place.
Well, the words rats and drain pipe spring to mind.
Well, the word rat certainly does.
Sort of frames outside.
Oh, please, will you tell me that staircase will be up today?
Well, you might be pushing it a bit, V.
Oh, well, push then, Jim.
Look, I can't stand another night on that sofa. You've no idea how much I need a bath.
Believe me, Vera, we do.
Eh? Come here. You're trying to say that I smell.
No, what me heck? I'm trying to appeal to their consciences, let them know how much you're suffering.
Yeah, well, you better be.
Vera, that bed is not the same without you. So, how long?
Do you want it quick, Jackal, or do you want it good?
Hey, do you know, I've used that line a few times myself.
Look, Jim, if it's going to take a couple of nights, days, then so be it.
No, I couldn't stand another couple of nights on that sofa.
But Vera, it's got to be a good job. It's got to last. I mean, I don't want you breaking your neck, do I?
The campaign against plans for a Millennium Bowl in Weatherfield hit a new dimension overnight when protesters took to trees threatened by the project. Although Weatherfield Council claim the campaign is being run by outside agitators, the latest protest is being led by local pensioner Emily Bishop, who has defied both the winter weather and all attempts to persuade her to leave the site by staying in her treetop perch overnight. The plucky Mrs. Bishop has even organised round-the-clock supplies of food and drink.
Sorry, Roy, mate. No supplies.
Oh, there's one for you.
Sir, you're still not giving that lot any.
Hello, Emily, love. How are you?
Having the time of my life.
That's nice. Listen, how long are you going to be up there?
Ask your husband.
Oh, I'll give over asking him out ages ago. Only, as long as you're going to be here, we'll keep an eye on your house and that.
There's really no need to bother.
I mean, you're doing your bit, aren't you? So, we'll do ours.
I think she meant you don't need to bother because my dad's here.
Hey, that's fraternising, that is. Emily, come down. Have a nice cup of tea.
You know I can't do that.
Look, it doesn't matter about the others. They're just sponges and layabouts. But you, I mean, what are you going to do if if you want to go to the lav?
Stay under this tree long enough and you'll find out. Oh, my goodness, did I really say that out loud?
Did you hear what that old bat's just threatened to do to me?
Yeah, well, you flaming well deserve it. It's your fault if all these are off here.
Hey, Cropper! Do you like hospital food?
I would ask you to remember that this is a peaceful protest, Mr. Battersby. Besides, I give you a tea. Emily, you all right?
Fine. I've never watched the dawn from a tree before.
That's no place for an adult, for a person like you.
You tell her, Curly. You tell her if you don't come down there sharpish, this nice Mr. Battersby's going to get his brassiere and stick it right underneath her. Tough old birds needs to be done slow.
You can see your tempers on sight.
Well, I best get to it sharp. I promise Martha won't be late.
you think you'll get a chance to look for somewhere to live?
Can't you look?
Well, I can, but I turn up anywhere with a baby and they just slam door in my face.
Good to know that there's still folk around with some sense.
Hey, you can't just waltz in here like that without knocking. I might have been naked.
I came looking for you at shop.
I'm on my way.
Good. The lady of the house I want to see.
What about?
I don't mean you, I mean her.
There's nothing you can say to me that I won't tell Ashley.
Then tell him I want this place tidy. I've got a nice couple coming round to view it.
It is tidy.
Is that a table ornament?
Yeah, it's poopery.
Very droll. Then get it shifted, along with the thing that laid it.
Hey! If there's out in there that'll give comfort to that lot, I'm confiscating it.
I'd like to see you try.
Look, can't you get her down? I'm looking a right prawn here.
Emily? Emily?
Hey, try this.
Emily?
Women, press the switch.
Like this? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello, Rita.
Oh, what is this? What are you doing?
Well, I hope I'm making people realise that once these trees have gone, they'll be lost forever.
Listen, lady, it'll be you that's gone forever if you stay up there much longer.
You tell her.
You've made your point, love, surely.
Oh, have the council given up this ridiculous idea then?
Of course not. You know they're not going to give in. They can't.
Has Alf Roberts sent you along to try to talk me down?
Alf?
I know you have a soft spot for him.
Is that right?
I'll ignore that. I suppose spending a night up a tree has done something to your brain.
Yes, it has. I don't think I've thought this clearly for years.
So, you're not coming down then?
Certainly not. I'm afraid it's become a matter of principle.
Oh dear, I was worried about that. I'm sorry, Les, but when it comes to a matter of Emily's principles, there's no shifting her.
Apparently Emily's been up the tree all night.
Pity it's not that Zoe. Right place for her living in a tree. I say right place for her.
There you are.
Let me get that, Homer. And a half a bit of please, Samantha.
Right.
I thought you'd have been there, Ken, with your friend. Or are you in favour of the Millennium Bowl?
I'm in favour of a new job, to be honest, Fred. With half the world's press camped out under Emily's tree, I don't want to be branded a troublemaker.
If I'd have known what she had in mind, I'd have kitted her out in something warmer.
Please, Sam.
All right.
I just thought I'd mention this week's Alma Recommends.
Tofu tikka masala.
I don't think we've got many curry lovers amongst our customers.
You know the secret of a good curry?
I'll take a wild guess. Has it got anything to do with dead animals?
There's no wrong with meat. You are what you eat. That's why these protesters are up in trees. Vegetarians.
You know what? You could be right, Fred. Let me buy you a drink. What are you having?
Scotch and threat, lad.
Aye.
No, I'm sure you won't go wrong in Mallorca, Mr. Chapman. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, Mr. Newbold. We weren't expecting a visit from head office.
No.
Tea, coffee?
No, thank you.
Oh, well, nothing for me either, then.
We've been hearing about your problems with the police.
Look, it's all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm glad to hear it. Even so, it must be quite distressing for you.
You can say that again.
Well, we thought you might like some time off until it's all over.
I'm sorry?
To do whatever you need to do. I'm sure it must be weighing heavily on your mind.
Well, I'm very grateful to you for taking that attitude, thank you. But, oh, I'd much rather be working. The last thing I want to do is sit at home worrying. Home.
No, Mrs. Rashid, we do want you to take the time off.
Oh, but I've said...
As you know, this is our busiest time of year. A time when we cannot afford to lose customer confidence.
It won't happen.
Well, if it did, frankly, the loss of business, the loss of income would...
You're not going to do this to me, Mr. Newbold.
Nobody's doing anything.
You just want me out of here. You're just assuming I'm guilty.
You're the one who's making the assumptions, Mrs. Rashid.
Oh, yeah? Can you deny you want me out of here? I'm sacked, aren't I?
All we want is for you to take the time off on full pay. I can't say fairer than that.
You could say you believe me, that you stand behind me.
Please, Mrs. Rashid, there is no need for this.
No? Do you want me out of here or not?
I have tried to explain.
And so have I. It's one of the basic principles of English law. Innocent until proven guilty.
It's not me, Mrs. Rashid. Not even Sunliners. It's our customers.
A lot of whom are my friends. I've built this business up since I took it over from Alec Gilroy.
We recognise that, which is why Dorothy here will take over. She knows the customers.
Oh, well, that's it.
All we want is for you to take time off on full pay.
All you want is me out of here. Well, I'm going. I feel like packing it all in, but I know that's what you want. So, I'll take you up on your kind offer of full pay, and I'll look at my position again when these ridiculous charges are dropped.
Can I have a word?
Would a one-way ticket to Tierra del Fuego suffice instead?
You don't like me, do you? Doesn't matter. You don't have to like your tenants.
But you won't be for long.
Big mistake, Freddie.
Oh?
You gave Ashley the rent book. That means we've got rights. One of which is you can't chuck us out.
It's my house.
But it's our home. Me and Ashley want to be together, and if that means finding somewhere else to live, then we will do.
Good.
But we'd rather stay where we are. Even if you don't trust me, you're not going to find anyone that'll look after the place better than Ashley.
I'm selling up.
We're sitting tenants. Who's going to buy? And I've been doing some checking. To get us out would take months.
You're threatening me.
I prefer to think of it as informing you of the facts.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
Nothing to say. You never learn, do you?
You can either talk to me or to the police about assault and criminal damage. It's your choice.
We've been talking, me and the others. We think you ought to go down.
And give Les Battersby what he wants. If I have to go past that man, I'm going to have to knock that great big smirk off his face.
You can't take another night up here.
You know, I spent a lot of last night thinking about your Uncle Ernest. It's almost as if he was up here with me. It's funny, he wasn't really an outdoor man.
Yeah. You get a lot of time to think about things like that, doing stuff like this. Not least, what the heck am I doing here?
Ernest once said to me that for evil to triumph, all it took was for good men to do nothing. We're doing something.
And you've done your bit. More than. The publicity we got for the campaign. It's you that's got us back.
I think they're just waiting for me to fall out of the tree. I must admit, now I've been through all this, I do want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Smacking Les Battersby in a gob would work for me.
It is tempting. Very.
Emily! Mrs. Bishop, it's me, Norman, manager of Furman's Freezers. Hey, what's going on? Look, if you're going to hit me, make sure the press get a decent picture of it.
What's going on, Norman?
It's a show of solidarity from your comrades down at Furman's Freezers. We've got vegetarian ready meals, our delicious tofu tikka masala. They won't be protesting at this.
Ready cooked, is it?
Well, no, you need a microwave.
Oh, shame. 'Cause we've only got a conventional oven up this tree.
Well, I'll leave it here then, for when you come down.
You know, Norman, after finding it impossible to join the protest when things got serious, I'm very disappointed that you're now trying to exploit us.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Bishop. I'm just trying to help. I would be up there with you, honest, I would. But I'm frightened of heights.
Don't make it worse.
What she means, pal, he's on your bike.
For once, I'm afraid I agree with him.
And I'll look after this. I'm partial to an ice curry. What is this toffo stuff? It's not goat or something.
Why are you in London?
It's not what I expected. Samantha reckoned you're always so neat.
I said, what do you want?
I want you out of our lives for good. I want to know what it takes for that to happen.
You want to marry her, don't you? Hey? That's just what this is all about, isn't it? This is the last piece of advice I'm ever going to give you. Get out while you can.
Ashley, a word.
The house is tidy if you come complain.
Complain? Of course not. I were thinking, though. Seeing as how you're flitting, you'll not be reading the rent book, will you? Perhaps I could have it back.
I thought you were supposed to be showing the house to some people.
I've put 'em off, haven't I?
So you've come round here to try and trick young Ashley out of his rent book instead?
Whose side... Not at all.
If you got a rent book, he'll have the beggar of a job evicted you.
I just wanted to amend it.
That sounds likely.
Pending a decision I want to hear from these two. Do you want to stay there?
You know we do.
Right, then. We'll do things by book.
Rent book, you mean?
In my day, they used to call your sort barrack room lawyers, among other things.
Well, this is dead good here, Uncle Fred.
Yeah.
We're right grateful.
The rent'll be £60 a week, which, considering everything, I think is fair.
60?
Now, don't say you can't afford it, lad. I'm the one that fills your pay packet, remember. I know how much you're taking home.
Well, it still seems a lot.
You're on.
You won't.
Well, he's right. We can afford it. We'll not find out better.
You want time to discuss it?
No.
Didn't think you would. I said didn't think you would.
Nice to see Fred Elliott meet his match for once.
What's up, Les? Calling it a day?
Blaming right. I'm being paid to be here, and I've had enough. You know how to put money on her not lasting the night.
Why, Les, does that sound like a secret admiration for Emily Bishop?
You know, I've known some tough blokes in my time, some real hard cases. But not like that.
Still there, then?
I'm afraid so.
Thought you might like to see the paper. You're on the front page.
Oh, there you go, Auntie Emily. Best publicity we've had yet.
Happen you should give it up now, while you're still ahead. Apart from anything else, you've got a secret admirer in Les Battersby.
In that case, I think I'm ready for a lift home.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, one more. Oh, down. Well, I'm sure you won't mind if I paraphrase Winston Churchill, who himself fought against those who thought that might could triumph over right. We'll fight them in the beaches, we'll fight them in the oaks, we'll fight them underground, but we will never surrender.
Hi, you're back early. We were talking about Emily down at the library. What's happened now?
Sunliners. They've kicked me out.
What? But they can't do that.
Suspension on full pay was how they put it. I think they were trying to provoke me into resigning. I nearly did tell them to stuff it.
Oh, I am sorry. But at least you won't have to worry about the money.
The money doesn't matter, Ken. It's the humiliation. What will people think?
Oh, that you've got an understanding employer?
Oh, that Sunliners know something, that they think I'm guilty. I wanted to work, Ken. I needed to. What am I gonna do? The job's all I've got.
So, have you and Des set a date yet, then?
No, we can't be. Not until I get my divorce through.
No, it takes 5 minutes these days.
It's 5 years, actually. Unless the other partner consents.
And will they?
Richie? Not a chance. I mean, even if he doesn't want me, he'd hate the thought of anyone else having me.
The same with our Vera. The thought that I can have her and nobody else can makes it easier to sleep at night.
And here's me thinking it with you, drinking them whiskies after hours. But anyway, I mean, a nice girl like you'd rather be married, wouldn't you, than living over Broche?
Oh, yeah. Nothing I'd like more.
Oh, way up, look who's here.
Oh, what a break, sweetheart. I thought you were tucked up in bed, so I did.
Well, I did promise myself a very early night, but first I have another promise to keep to a gentleman I shared a tree with last night.
Here.
Whoever came down first had to have the other's drink. A tequila slammer, please.
Coming right up on my house, Emily, love.
Oh, thank you.
So what's it like to be a rebel?
Oh, I don't know that I am. I didn't really take to the nickname they gave me. As Spider's aunt, they said I had to be called the Black Widow, so I thought it was time to call it a day.
Oh, God. Hey, well, you did better than me, Emily, love, because I've no head for heights, me. I like my feet on the terracotta.
Firmer?
Well, firmer than a flipping tree.
So, how did our Les get you out at tree then?
Les? Oh, he doesn't even know I'm here.
Well, what's he doing there?
Well, last time I saw him, he said he was going home to bed.
Right. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Good luck, Emily.
She made a mistake marrying you. Now she wants a divorce.
Yeah, she wants a divorce, or you do.
There's no difference.
Oh, but there is. And it's exactly the reason I'm like this. Let me tell you a bit about Samantha.
There's nothing
Listen
you
with your ears for once instead of your mouth. You think you know her, don't you? You only know what she wants you to know. You know, the front, the mask.
Yeah, maybe with you.
No, with everybody. She lets them think what they want to. Make plans. And then when the time comes, she does exactly what she wants to do.
I can understand why...
You can't. No, you can't, because you think it's me, don't you? You think I'm sick. But you'll understand. You'll see. One day you just won't recognise her. But, I mean, you know, if that's what you want, then you can have her. With my blessing. To the bride and groom.
You'll give her a divorce?
But believe me, mate, you'll be sorry I did.
No, you're wrong, Richie.
Yeah?
I do know Samantha. I know that she loves me. And I know that she wants to marry me more than anything in the world.